charge. 321. Concur with 321.
No one can see modern naval warfare as it happens. One of the most underrated but crucial parts are the quiet, shadowy, submerged vessels. In the Indo-Pacific region, Japan and China both operate extensively through important submarine fleets. These shielding assets are critical in shaping the Taiwan Strait, East China Sea, and the rest of the first and second island chains. Indo-Pacific Command of the U.S. military says the most important vessels in all major wars are the submarines. So, the ultimate question is, which is better? The fast-growing fleet of China or the fleet of advanced elite submarines in Japan? The account of the rivalry is framed by two very different strategic realities. To China, the submarines are necessary components of the Anti-Access Area Denial (A2AD) shield against the US, Japan, and Australia. To China, the submarines are aids to the control of Taiwan's valuable maritime choke points and the possible power projection into the China Sea and even the Indian Ocean. The PLAN wishes to become the world's largest navy by 2030 and has ambitions that go far beyond the 2030 deadline. As China's nuclear-armed SSBNs provide second strike capability, they also provide an assurance that China can respond to a nuclear first strike. Analysts from the CSIS Asia Maritime Transparency Initiative noted, China is building submarines at a scale unseen since the Cold War. The motivations of the Japanese are different, yet, just as Japan has no choice but to import 90% of its energy, and as this energy flows primarily by sea, maritime security is a vital concern. China's increasing military presence near the Nansei Islands in Taiwan directly threatens those crucial maritime routes. Former JMSDF Admiral Yoji Koda said it most succinctly, Japan's submarines are the sharpest spear in the country's defense. To the Japanese, as it is to the rest of the world, submarines are the most stealthy and precise military equipment that can effectively control and monitor strategic maritime choke points and counter any rival navy. When comparing fleet sizes, the disparity is striking. As of 2025, China has 65 active submarines, including Type 094 and future Type 096 nuclear ballistic missile submarines, Type 093 nuclear attack submarines, and over 40 diesel-electric submarines, including the Yuan and Song classes, and has the largest submarinal fleet in all of Asia, and one of the largest in the world. The U.S. Naval War College stated that this is the situation regarding China's production pace. China launches more subs annually than Japan builds in a decade. Evaluating the technology involves deeper comparisons than the previous sections. With the technology of Japan's Sōryū-class submarines and Taigei-class submarines, Japan is the regional leader and has the most advanced. Both classes are recognized to be some of the most acoustically stealthy submarines, with the Taigei-class adding more advanced capabilities. Having lithium-ion batteries provide the submarines with faster charging, longer time underwater, and silent propulsion. They avoid all of the disadvantages that the AIP German submarines have. RAND analysts confirm that Japan's submarine force is arguably the quietest in the Indo-Pacific. China has been the most impressive with the Yuan-class submarines Type 039A, B. AIP and modern hull shaping provide the same advantages, but in the latest reports, Japanese submarines are still more stealthy. The Office of Naval Intelligence of the U.S. stated, Japan has modernized rapidly, but stealth remains their biggest weakness. Type 093 SSN has also been modernized, but has also been reported to have similar noise levels to Los Angeles-class submarines from the 1980s, which is a problem considering the Navy theater is between Japan and the U.S., and is also very tech advanced. Japan excels with sensors and fire control systems as well. Japanese subs are equipped with sophisticated bow and flank sonars. They also have powerful command systems powered by U.S. technology and some of the best sonar operators in the world. A member of the U.S. 7th Fleet once said, Japanese sonar crews are some of the best in the world. This unique strength has shown in Japan's participation in international operations. Japanese submarines have killed U.S. surface vessels in training exercises multiple times, illustrating that Japan's naval power is economically efficient. The Chinese Navy is improving as well as the newer Yuan-class submarines, but there are problems with the crew's experience and the rigid command structure. Weapon systems, on the other hand, are a more mixed story. Japan also had the Type 89 heavyweight torpedo, known for its reliability and high speed, as well as the UGM-84 Harpoon anti-ship missile. China, on the other hand, has a greater assortment of firepower: YJ-18 supersonic anti-ship missile, Yayu-6 torpedoes, and JL-2 ballistic missiles with its SSBNs. Also, Chinese submarines have a larger hull volume and, as a result, carry more weapons than Japanese boats. In terms of firepower, China has the larger missile capacity. None of the other areas of the rivalry are as deeply entrenched as the experience within the military. Japan's submarine teaching crews have the most advanced computer modeling. Then, the entire crew of a submarine undergoes years of engineering studies, military selection, and seamanship. Training does not fully align, but the North Americans also focus on initiative. Chinese crews are more politically supervised and experience less training than Americans, as their tours of duty are more regimented. Resources are also managed more conservatively than in the United States. Access to submarine technology is predominantly more expensive than in North America. All of these elements allow Japan to operate its submarines more effectively. China has more submarines, but Japan has better submariners, as one U.S. Indo-Pacific analyst put it. Geography also drives some of the elements of the rivalry. The first island chain is some of the most advantageous submarine military territory in the world. The Miyako, Tsushima, and Tokara Straits are large natural choke points, which are also natural submarine bases. These are the straits that Japan is most familiar with. Japan has mega bases along the Pacific and can coordinate with America, which has submarines with underwater positioned micro-surveillance systems along the entire South China Sea. China's most significant asset are its fortified bases, which also have advanced preemptive military systems and connections to the critical sea lanes. U.S. support is a force that tilts the advantage heavily in Japan's favor. It allows Japan to operate within an integrated tactical sub-surveillance and operational network. China remains heavily isolated and is only connected in a limited tactical way with Russia. Looking ahead, in Type 095 SSN and SSBN expansion programs, Japan's rival will be China, which is progressing rapidly in submarine development as well. Japan is improving stealth, sensor, and unmanned technology in order to maintain a qualitative advantage, even as China increases at a higher rate. In actual war or crisis, realist outcomes vary according to objective, targeting, and mission. Head-to-head open ocean duels are victories for Japan, as its stealth and sonar systems are superior, and in total fleet battles, China wins with its sheer numbers and saturation, as it can out-missile almost any opponent. Whereas Japan can defeat China with the geography and maybe even the American integration in the battles around Taiwan or the Nansei Islands. Japan's industrial power, attrition battles, and covert or special operations are beholden to China. In special ops, Japan's precision and operational stealth are superior. So which submarines are better? Japan's are muted, stealthy, and technologically advanced, with elite crews to back them. But China has vast numbers, bigger fleets, and lines of fire to dominate the region at will. Flexing regional power will be a matter of armed politics, and Japan will be steamed superior technologically. There is a verdict on Japan's lethal and stealthy fleet. China mass fields power in submarines offshore. But Japan's ingenuity and technology allow it to mass field lethal submarines to Japan, hence China's dominance in power.